Okay, good afternoon, class. Our topic for today is countable and uncountable nouns. But before we jump into that, let's have a quick recap on what a noun is. Can someone tell me what is a noun? Yes, sir, you can. Okay. Yeah, indeed. A noun is, Jen is right. Noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or an idea. I see now that we are familiar with the term noun and and its definition. But as I've said earlier, our topic for today is countable and uncountable noun. Let's proceed with the first one, the countable noun. Can someone read the conditions for us to say if a noun is countable? Can somebody read? Please read.
May I, sir?
Yes, you can.
Countable noun can be counted as an individual item, has a plural form, and a or an.
Yes, it often use the indefinite article a or an. I want you to take note of these conditions for us to better distinguish countable from uncountable noun. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you a picture, and I want us to identify if the noun is countable or not. Can you see the picture? Okay,
Yes,
what
sir.
Yes,
do
sir.
we see? There are plates. Can you count them? Can you count the plates in the picture? How many plates are there? Go on. Yes, there are 10 plates in this picture. So from the word itself, the noun plate is countable because we are able to count how many plates are there in this picture. But I want us to further investigate on what makes the noun plate a countable noun. Let's use it in a sentence. Can someone read a sentence?
I'll read
Just
it, sir.
okay.
Me, sir.
Go, Lyra.
I broke a plate while doing dishes.
Okay, I'll call you later on, Gisela. Okay, thank you very much, Lyra. I broke a plate while doing dishes. So, our first condition, can we see plate as an individual item? Can we count plates? We answered that earlier. Yes, we can.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can, right? Second condition, does the word plate have a plural form? Yes, sir. What is that?
Yes,
Plates.
sir.
So it checks two boxes. Number three, can we notice that definite, the article used in this sentence is a? Therefore, it checks all of those three boxes, and we can conclude that the noun plate is a countable noun. Let's have another example. I read 7 books last summer. Do we know how many books he read last summer? 7, exactly. We can count the books he read last summer. The noun books is countable, and as we see, the noun here is in its plural form. Therefore, uh, it checks two boxes. Um, Now that we know and we are familiar with the conditions of countable nouns, let us proceed with the second one, which is the uncountable nouns. Can someone read the conditions and uncountable noun? Gisela.
Uncountable noun. Things we cannot separate or can be seen as a mass, has no plural form as they or the.
Okay. Things that we cannot separate and can be seen as a mass. Contrary from the first one, uncountable nouns are nouns that we cannot count. We cannot see them as individual items. It has no plural form, and oftentimes we use the definite article, the and they. Again, I want you to take note of these conditions. And for our next slide, I'm going to present pictures again and I want you to identify if the noun is countable or not. Let's proceed. Can you see what's on the picture? Oh, sand. We see sand. Can you count each and every one of the sand in this picture? Of course, we
No,
cannot
sir.
count.
Sorry.
Yes, of course, we cannot count how many sands are there in this picture. So we cannot see sand as an individual item. And the next one, love. Can we count love?
No, sir.
No, definitely not. We cannot count love. You don't say I love you 3 times. You don't say I love you this much. We can say we love you this much, but we don't quantify how much love we give to someone. Am I right? I'm definitely right. Yes, we don't quantify love. And so we can say that love is an uncountable noun. But again, I want us to further investigate on what makes this noun uncountable. Let's use it in a sentence. My love for you is the greatest love of all. First one, can we see love as an individual item? Can we count love?
No,
We answered
sir.
that earlier, we cannot. Second one, does the noun love, have a plural form? The noun. No, sir. The third one, can we notice that the article used in this sentence is the yes, yes, sir. We can conclude that love in this sentence is uncountable. Thank you very much. Now that we've distinguished countable from uncountable nouns, I will present, there are words that might further signal if the noun is countable or not. These words are what we call quantifiers. Now, there are different quantifiers for countable and uncountable nouns. Let's tackle some of them. Many versus much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to present sentences, and I want you to fill in the blanks and complete the sentence. Can somebody read the sentence? Gisela, can you read the sentence?
Yes, sir.
Please read. Okay.
I'll just read it or answer na rin po.
If you can answer it right away.
Okay. Gian gave Lyra many flowers to prove how much love he has for her.
Okay. Let's investigate if Gisela's answer is correct. First, let's see if the noun is countable or not. Is the noun flowers countable?
Yes, sir.
It is. Yes, it is countable. And is the noun love countable?
No, sir.
No, it is uncountable. Now the rule is for countable nouns we use many, and for uncountable nouns we use the quantifier much. So let's see if Gisela is right. Gian gave Lyra many flowers to prove how much love he has for her. Gisela is correct. Again, many is used for countable nouns and much is used for uncountable nouns. Let's have another example. Few versus little. Again, I'm going to present a sentence and I want you to complete and fill in the blanks. Can someone read the sentence? Yes, you can. Can you answer? Okay, let's investigate. We must first identify if the nouns are countable or not. Is the noun mad? Is the word mad countable or not? No, sir. It is uncountable. Is the word slut uncountable or not? It is in its plural form. Therefore, it is countable. Now, the rule is we use we use little for uncountable nouns and few for countable nouns. So let's see. They are a little mad because of the few slots left for them. Gian is definitely right. Again, we use a few we use little for uncountable nouns and a few for countable nouns. We see that there are certain quantifiers used for countable and uncountable, but there are certain quantifiers that can be used for both nouns. Some of them are the word some. It can be used for both countable and uncountable nouns. With a catch, only if the sentence is positive. Take note of that. We can use the word quantifier some is positive. Now I have here two sentences and I want you to figure out which one is correct. I showered them with some love or I didn't shower them with some love. Let's see if you're correct. You are right. Gian is right. The first one is the second sentence is negative because of the word didn't. We cannot use the quantifier some in this case. Thank you very much, Gian. I get, another quantifier that we can use for both countable and uncountable nouns is the quantifier any. It can be used for both countable and uncountable nouns. There's a catch. Only if the sentence is either negative or is a question. Again, we can use the quantifier any for both countable and uncountable only if the state or is a question. Again, I have two sentences here and I want you to figure out the correct ones. Can someone read? Please read the first sentence.
May I, sir?
Anyone?
I don't see any reason
Yes.
to do that.
And the second sentence?
Do you have any pen I could borrow?
Okay. Now, which sentence is correct in this case?
Again, sir?
Can anyone answer? Um, I want you to figure out which sentence is correct in this case. Can anyone answer?
I think it's both correct, sir.
Yes, both sentences are correct. The first one denotes negativity and the second one is a question. Therefore, the quantifier any is appropriately used in both of these sentences. Okay, I see now that we are getting a better on how to distinguish countable from uncountable nouns. In order to test that, I have activities for you to answer. Let's have an activity. I want you to identify which of these pictures are countable and not countable nouns. Can someone volunteer? Just tell me which ones are countable and which ones are not. Okay, Gian? Okay, he said he's sure. I'm quite surprised that you are able to distinguish that that is a flower and a sugar because I cannot. Okay, let's see if Gian's answer is correct. He said that the countable nouns are the cat, the pencil, and the flowers, and the rest are uncountable nouns. Let's see. One, two, and Gian is correct. And of course, the flour, the sugar, and the grains of rice are uncountable nouns. Thank you very much, Gian. For our second activity, I want you to read the sentences and identify appropriate quantifiers to use. I have here choices for you to pick answer from. Please read the sentence. Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Can you please read?
There is so blank hate in the world that I want to give blank chocolates to strangers.
Can you answer? Can you complete the sentence?
Okay, sir. There is so much hate in the world that I want to give many chocolates to strangers.
Okay, let's see if your answer is correct. There is so much hate in the world that I want to go give many chocolates to strangers. Lyra is correct. Thank you very much, Lyra. Let's proceed to the next sentence. Please read, anyone, anybody. Gisela, please read.
Okay, sir. There are blank technical difficulties in my demo that make me blank anxious. I think there are some technical difficulties in my demo that made me a little anxious.
Um, I see your point, but I want another answer. I think there are better answers in this um, sentence. Can anyone answer?
Can I try, sir?
Okay, go Lyra. Is Lyra still here?
Can I answer again, sir?
What about? Okay, you can answer again. Redeem yourself.
Okay. There are few technical difficulties in my demo that made me a little anxious.
Okay, let's see if your answer is right. There are few technical difficulties in my demo that made me a little anxious. I see your point in pointing out that we can use there are some technical difficulties, but in the example that I gave earlier, I differentiated specifically little from you. Thank you very much, Gisela. Your answer is correct. For our next sentence, please read Gian. Okay, let's see if your answer is correct. I can't eat any sweet foods because of my condition. Gian is right. We use any here because the sentence is negative because of the word can't. Thank you very much, Gian. Let's proceed to our next sentence. Is Lyra here? Please see the sentence. Anybody? Anyone? Gisela, please read. Okay, Gian. Okay, let's see if your answer is correct. There are some people who prefer sweet than salty. Your answer is correct, and your reason is also correct. Thank you very much, Gian. And that is it for our class. I hope you learned something from the class. Until next time, you may now leave. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.